Hey everyone, we made a video a few weeks ago showing how to make a mask to wear during the pandemic, and we were using a material that was, some people are having a hard time finding it, and it was taping it onto your face, and for a few reasons, Becky decided, and rightly so, that we should hone the design down, and she came up with a really easy to make, no-sew design, which is more in line with what the CDC is now recommending as far as using a cloth face covering.
Right, so that the material that we're going to be using is just a basic t-shirt, and that's it. So this t-shirt that I'm using is a cotton blend, but you could use 100% cotton if you prefer. And I'm using a size large in a men's because the bigger the t-shirt, the better. You have more material to work with, and the thicker, the better as well. The design that I'm going to do, this mask can be done in 1 layer, 2 layer, or even 3 layers. So I'm going to start off with just doing the basic 1 layer, and we're going to cut to that and hopefully get a closer view for you. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is actually we're going to create the template first. I used paper cloth, but you could use paper or even thin cardboard to make your template. This is what I did for an adult. It's 8 inches across, 6 inches down. And then I also went ahead and made one and this is to fit here. This is going to form the main body of the mask. And then I also made one that's slightly smaller, 7 inches across, 5 inches down, and this is child size. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside while I prepare the t-shirt. So the first thing you're going to do is just flatten out your t-shirt, line it up by the hem, and straighten it out as much as possible. And then you're going to cut and remove the bottom hem. Once that's done, you're just going to fold the t-shirt in half lengthwise. Make sure things are smooth. Take your 8x6 template, fold it in half, match this fold of the shirt with this fold, line it up at the bottom, rotate the shirt, smoothing things out. Take your scissors and cut straight across. Rotate the t-shirt again, put this back in place. These are the 2 layers. So basically, you want to go in about 1 inch from each edge. Starting from the outer side, this side, you want to cut in towards there. And then you end right there using this template as a guide. Do the same on the other side. Then you want to remove the rectangle, this part. And then you're going to set this piece aside. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and separate these 2 pieces. And then you want to save these pieces for later. Then you're going to go ahead and cut this, separating at the seam. You now have 2 separate masks. So you're going to take this piece, and the idea is to add a knot at each 4 corners. So now that you have knots at the 4 corners, you're going to use the knot as an anchor so that you can gently pull and stretch the ties. These are going to be the ties for the mask, or I'll show you how to turn them into loops after this. Then also using these knots as an anchor, gently pull the main body of the mask. That's it. You have your mask, and Bill will show you how to put this on later. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do a double layered mask, which should show more protection. So you take your mask, the 2 layers, and just like the single layer mask, you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to put knots at the end of each tie. And it's, again, I'm using the knot as an anchor as I gently pull the ties. You can go ahead now and just wear this mask as is, tie it behind your head. Hopefully these will stretch out to be long enough. They should if it's a men's t-shirt. If you want to turn this into a triple layer because your t-shirt that you started off with wasn't thick enough, or you just want more protection, you can take the rectangle that was cut out and just simply place this between the 2 layers. Straightening it out, and then it should stay in as you wear the mask. Another option is the ear loop option, which I like. That works for me. So what you'll do is take the ends and you'll fold them, or take this whole thing, fold it in half, the main body. Actually, you're going to take 1 from each knot, 1 piece, to lessen the bulk. And you're going to go about 2 inches from the knot, and you're going to knot these 2 pieces together, 2 ties together to secure. You're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And now you've formed your ear loops. So before you cut anything else, you want to take this mask and you want to hold it up to your face to make sure that it fits. If it fits, you can go ahead now that you know that it fits, you want to go ahead and trim off all the excess pieces of fabric. And there you have it, you have your mask. Another option for the mask is to take, I pre-made these 2 single layered masks. You can go ahead and say you have sensitivity to cotton blends. You can only use 100% cotton. You can take this, which is also made from a t-shirt, but it's 100% cotton, put this against your face. And you can layer this piece on top. And then as this gets soiled, you can just simply toss that, put it in the laundry, take another one that's clean, put that on top. Whatever works for you.
So here's the tied version of the mask. It's already tied around the back of my neck, and of course, I just pull it up, tie it around the top of my head. You can use your ears as an anchor if you want to, depending on the shape of your head. Healthcare workers, if you're being forced to reuse N95 masks, this is a potential layer that you can throw away or wash as that protective layer on top of a reused mask. One other thing, we looked at some research about the filtration efficiency of different fabrics. 100% cotton mask is about 70% efficient at filtration of particles. The cotton blend mask is about 76%, as opposed to a surgical mask at 96%. So the basic idea here, cloth masks are much better than nothing.
And also, of course, thickness of the fabric matters as well in the filtration, as well as whether or not you decide to double up the fabric. That'll add a little bit more filtration. And lastly, the tip is to every family member maybe pick a color, and then this way everyone knows whose mask is whose. That's it.